Hi, this is Lee from the Atelier. Today we are going to paint a vase with strawberries. I thought it's a very lovely idea to paint in the springtime because for me every time in the spring I feel like I want to paint more of still life in general. So yeah, this is the painting of today and I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today I am using an A3 canvas paper. I like to use those because they are easier to storage. I am using acrylic paint. My colors are titanium white, Mars black, light green, scarlet red, pink, Naples yellow, raw sienna and burnt sienna. I have few brushes. I have number 18 flat brush, number 6 and number 4 round brushes. I have number 0 and 000 detailed round brushes. I have a flat brush, like small flat brush like this, I might use it. Also, I have a pencil and probably a piece of chalk to do a sketch. Also, we need a cup of water to clean our brushes and some kind of a towel just to dry them. And that is everything we are going to need today. So the first step, I want to do the background and the first layer of our table. And for that, I was thinking about the painting and everything is a little bit warmer, the flowers, the table itself. So I thought we can make the background to be a little bit cooler with gray. I mixed gray with the same amount of black and white, but I need to know where the table is going to start or is going to finish. So this is the halfway point of the canvas. This is the quarter. I am a little bit above the quarter, few centimeters maybe. After that, I can just go to the other side and have the same length somewhere like in this vicinity, or I can just go like this, something like that. It doesn't need to be exact because it's a table. It could be tilted, it could be old and something like that, and I can just paint the entire thing up with gray. It's nothing really fancy, it's just the first coat and we will add dimension to it later, but I thought gray could be a great color. Of course you can, if you want, I just added also a touch of water to make it a little bit fluid on my brush. But of course, if you want to do a different kind of background, a black background or a warmer beige, or like for me, like I have blue, blue walls, I could like model that to be in my apartment, for example, but I thought the gray could be really nice. And also I don't want to add blue to what I am painting, to my palette, because I prefer nowadays to keep my palette a little bit limited instead of grabbing every tube that I have of colors. But yeah, and for me, the gray will contrast very well with everything else in the painting, and that will add interest, I feel. I don't know. I like the contrast between the darker tones, or not the darker tones, the cooler or cool tones in the background with the object themselves, that they are going to be warmer. And also that will help a little bit with dimension, but not really. But I just felt like it's going to be like the colors of the vase, the color of the flowers themselves, they will pop a little bit more, hopefully. But yeah, something like this. And of course we can even make the scene like to be in the outside and to paint, for example, the sky and maybe, I don't know, a seaside scene or something like that. That could work, but I felt like I wanted to keep it a little bit simple, a little bit like, or not classical is the wrong way, but I don't know, like the still life picture that we see in museums, something like this. And now I can clean my brush and do the first layer of my table. And for that, I'm just going to have, it doesn't matter, I have raw sienna and burnt sienna, but I'm going to go with the raw sienna and just do, I have lots of water. And I just do raw sienna here. See how warm this is? I still have a little bit of a gray, sorry, but that is fine. But as you see, it's really, really warm comparing to the gray that we did before. And it's a little bit streaky, that is fine. Just adding more raw sienna. And I will but we will do other layers on the table later to make it feel like wood, but I felt like the raw sienna is a good color for that. I could have made it a little bit like different tones or something, but I felt like wood is a cool material to paint. So yeah, but of course you can make it whatever kind of a material you want, a stone or what other surface you want to make it shiny and have reflections. That could also work, but I didn't feel like I want to do that today. And yeah, that is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to finish my background, to do technically a second layer. Okay, it's very streaky, but also to add dimension to it and to decide where is my light source, everything like that. And I'm using my gray, I'm using black and white, maybe a touch of raw sienna. We can use our yellow or even burnt sienna. We will see, just to add lightness. And I will start, I'm using my flat brush and I'm going to use round motions, but we will see. And I am thinking maybe the light is from the right and it will be darker from the side. So I will start from the darker side or the lighter side. I'm using white with my gray, and I can go here and do this round motion. Even I can get a little bit of raw sienna over this light color just to indicate that there is sunshine or something in this vicinity. I can go white, add more white, keep this round motion. I can go to my gray, take that a little bit with me and mix it up. I feel like I want it to be a little bit lighter up here, up to the middle of the canvas maybe, with more white. My colors are, especially my black and white, I don't know why, they are really thin and streaky and thin colors, but that is fine. Like, I feel like that helps with the illusion of and building the layers. Of course, we can do how many layers we want, adding my gray, mixing it up and mixing it into the color that I established already, just to make them blend a little bit. I am not seeking perfect blend at this point, but just to add some kind of an interest and just make everything like, to make a little bit, what is the word, like in focus and out of focus, and a little bit diffused in the background. And if there is something that is, oh, this is too much, I can get my gray, mixing it up a little bit, like it's here, it was too much for me, something like this. Now I can go to my gray here. With my dirty brush, I am adding a touch of water to it because it was too thick. Right here, white and gray in this middle section here. Before I started to add black. Now I am having a touch of black, and I can go from this side And as you see, my black also is really see-through, although it's Mars black. Normally Mars black covers very well, but these patches of black that I bought were a little bit on the thinner side. I don't know why, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. I tend to do lots of layers in general anyway, so that will work anyway for me. And I continue this round motion, enter here, even if I have some kind of like overlap with a dark, that is great. And I will try to do some kind of darkness down here. Maybe it's behind the table or something. And if again too much, I add gray to it. And because I am mixing the gray with the over the black, it will dry even like darker than other places. Look into it. I'm just adding gray shades here in the middle, keeping this round motion. I'm sorry if it's like moving a lot. Find a way to work with this. A little bit of white here. Here I feel it's need a better transition between these two sides. That is working very well. Let me see here, a little bit of gray in the middle, seeing if there are some spots that I didn't paint or something like this. A little bit of black here and mixing the black out. I really need to find a way to understand why it's moving. Maybe it's just the board that I'm using here. That is even worse somehow. I'm sorry for that. I will just figure it out. But yeah, this is everything for the background. I am looking to it and I feel like, yeah, we indicate our light side and dark side. That looks really good. Okay, the next step, I want to work on my table, and I am using burnt sienna, raw sienna, black and white. And as we said before, this is our light source, so it will be like lighter from this side. I'm trying to get maybe darker from the other side. And anyway, I'm just having burnt sienna and raw sienna, and I can go from left to right to add this like effect of maybe some kind of and I'm still having a little bit of gray apparently on my brush, but although I cleaned it, but it's fine. Clean it again, and again I can add the stones over each other. And I will start by now just adding white on my dirty brush, and we can have the surface of the table here a bit lighter. Again, streaky, perfect. I'm adding these stroke that they are a little bit disconnected, not blended very well. That will indicate wood tones, but I like to paint my wood like this to feel a little bit non-smooth. But if you want to make it smoother, of course you can. And I feel like it's a little bit of maybe an old table or something. I don't know. Here I'm just adding a touch of black with all my dirty colors or other colors, and I just want a darker tones from behind here on this like side Even up here, I need to fix this line to feel a little bit. We can diffuse it or make it whatever we want, but I feel like it was not good enough for me. Something like this. Just adding a touch of white to it just to diffuse it a little because the color was too strong. Something like this. I feel like I'm just making diffuse the lines a little bit. I didn't like the harsh line that I made. Something like this. Again, I can go to my black and raw sienna and birds to make a darker shade, and I can have it in the middle here, or in the bottom here, in the middle. Something like this, and I can like sweep it inside or take it inside. That will add or blend into the other colors, something like this. Now I'm going to clean my brush because I don't want black. I have a little bit of white, and I'm just adding white here. It's getting bigger a little bit, it's fine. The table got bigger because I didn't control the brush, but that is fine. Just going to fix it a little bit here now. These things happen, so it's fine. I'm going to add darkness from this side. And again, it doesn't need the measuring of the thing that don't need to be exact, that is fine. Just adding a touch of raw sienna here because it's way too see-through under that darkness. Something like this. I can get a little bit of white, maybe adding a little bit of white from this side, even down here. I will leave it for now, but if I felt like it needs a second coat, I will do that later when it's dried. And I will keep fiddling with it if I felt the need to do so, but I feel like it's great for now. And yeah, I'm going to clean my brush and we can prepare for the next step. So the next step, I am going to use a piece of chalk to do a little bit of a sketch, which is always the hardest part of any painting. But yeah, I wanted to just have my vase and the start of my flowers. And let me think. If this is the center of my canvas, I want my vase to be to the left. So maybe the center of my vase will be somewhere somewhere here. Maybe this is the third way to the end from this side. And I can start by having just a vertical line to indicate where is my vase is going to be. It will arrive somewhere here inside my table. And now I have to start from one side, maybe like above my table to the right, and it will arrive somewhere here. Maybe I will always have a space from this side. And I was thinking about the shape of my vase, and of course I can get the same. I can have the same line from the other side if I measure it with my pencil, something like this, maybe to this side here. That will be the width of my vase from this side and from this side. And we can do whatever shape we want. I was thinking about something like a bowl or something like this to arrive to this side. And I wanted to go from this side also as well. On this side we will have it it's like the opening here, something like this, and it will go like this. And have some kind of a shape like this. It's like a heart, or no, not a heart shape, like just a round shape. And that's it. That's it for the for our lines. But I can get a little bit of water on my brush, and I can just delete everything that I don't want to see. Just water the lines, the chalk marks that they are not right or not necessary. We can just delete them so we don't get confused or anything. Now I can check where are my flowers are they going to be, and I am thinking about we can have like 3-4 flowers, something like that. And those flowers are a little bit round, but because we are seeing them from different angles, there will be a little bit of an oval. So maybe we will have the first one, where is it going to be? Somewhere in this vicinity, but up, like at the end of the vase from this side, and a little bit up, maybe here. We can have the center, and we can have like an oval shape to it, maybe like this, something like this. Maybe the center is a little bit up, and because we are here, we can immediately start by defining where is it going to be and the shape of it. We can have something like this, and this is the center of the canvas, and the petals will go to that side a little bit. So we're seeing a little bit from an angle, and the petals will be a little bit bigger later. Maybe there is a little one here, smaller, and behind this one, and its center is going to be maybe here, a little bit here, maybe something like this. Maybe we will have a little, like a bigger one, like here, something like this, and it will be something like this, maybe, I don't know. And maybe the last one is here, and we are again seeing this almost from completely here. We can have it like maybe like this, and let me think, maybe it's coming like this and like this. No, I don't like that. Maybe it's just need to be a little bit maybe tilted. Let me check. I'm going to delete this one, I didn't like it. And we can do it in a different shape. Maybe it's like coming from this side here, going up like this, yeah. And it's going to be here and here. These are our 4 shapes. We can have smaller one later. And when we are finished with this, we are going to move to the next step. So the next step, I want to do the base coat of these flowers. I want to do 2 pink, maybe those are 2 pink and those are a little bit yellowish. Maybe this is a little bit lighter, I don't know, we will see. For the yellow ones, I have my Naples Yellow, but I want to start with darker tones. So I'm having Naples Yellow, I have Rose Sienna, and a teeny tiny touch of burnt sienna to do a darker shade of yellow. Let me check. I want it to feel like it's still yellow, but darker shade. It's a creamy kind of it's a very pretty color, and I can just bend this. It's a little bit, I'm adding a touch of white to it because it's a little bit too, too orangey for me, and I'm just painting this here, just a base coat at this point. It doesn't even need to be perfect, but getting rid of my chalk marks. And my other one is here. I can just paint that. With this like base coat. I don't need to touch, they don't need to do anything. We are just going to do, just to understand where they are like facing what and what is happening. And I don't even need to get rid of that chalk marks because we are going to do other layers to them. Now for my pink colors, I'm cleaning my brush. And my pink is almost like a neon pink. It's very strong. It's bubble gum kind of a pink. I'm having pink. I have a raw sienna, burnt sienna to it. Maybe a touch of white. Maybe a touch of a teeny tiny touch of raw sienna. And I'm mixing it. I want a darker shade, but I want it to still feel like it's pink. Like it's just dark pink, like this. It's a very pretty color, like a magenta kind of a color. And I can just do the same things here. This is a very, very pretty tone for a flower, of course. And I can just do that here. See how these colors, because they are, like we are using red and yellow, they are contrasting very well with the gray, because the gray is a very cool color that makes all our flowers like we can see them more. They are going to pop on our canvas, and this here as well. Something like that. Something like that. Now, while I have those colors, I can do like small, maybe they are different type of flowers, maybe they are the same, maybe they are smaller petals, they are whatever they are, but I can add colors to indicate that maybe there is a flower here and we are seeing from the side. Maybe there is a smaller one here or a different type or something like that here. I can clean my brush and I get yellow, for example. I can have, there is one here. They are out of focus and I am not going to paint lots of details on them. Maybe there is one here and maybe, I don't know, maybe there is one here from this side and maybe, I don't know. Is that enough? If I felt like it's not enough, I can add more to them later. So that is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to add the greenery or start the process of those green parts. I'm using my number 6 round brush, and I mixed some kind of a darker shade of green because my green is really like almost again like a nine green. It's called light green on the tube, but I mixed it with a little bit of black and a touch of sienna, my burnt sienna. I'm using my round brush to start the process of the petals. I don't need too much water. I'm just having the color on almost like on my brush, and we can decide where are these going to arrive. Some maybe this one here, and this is only the first layer of them, so we can do whatever we want. Maybe this is the second one. we can modify them later to arrive here. Maybe this one is behind. They are overlapping each other. That is great. They are inside our vase, so the other one is from behind. It's coming here and arriving maybe here. Here, that is good. And of course the smaller one, I'm going to use the tip of my brush because I want them to be smaller. Here, here, maybe here. Just the tip of my round brush to do these smaller lines. And of course they are just like organic shapes. They don't need to be straight or something like this. They can bend, they can this is coming from this side here. I just need to make them a little bit believable. Something like this, maybe from this side. Maybe this, the last one here, it's coming here, behind, and it's arriving here and filling this gap here. Something like this. Now I have this color, I can add greenery, more green parts, but I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm just adding a little bit of black. And I can do like a greenery, maybe there is leaves coming from this side here. Just like random shapes of leaves coming. Maybe there is another one here. I don't know what is the shape of the leaves on these kind of flowers, but we can do something like this. Anything a little bit unsystematic, and they don't need to they can overlap. They don't need to be a specific shape or something. Maybe from here there is some greenery, even it's like too big, it's fine. Maybe here, maybe here. Maybe from here we have some leaves, smaller one, and maybe here it's going to be like too much greenery, so it doesn't, I don't need even to paint them. It just can like a cluster of like the greenery coming from this side here as well, because they are like clustered over each other, and it's like coming out from here. And from here we're just adding those maybe here as well, something like this. And here as well, maybe there is a leaf from here, a leaf from here. Something like that. Even here, I'm going to darken that. Even those, maybe we have. And as you see, I am not painting the shape of the leaves, just something that indicate leaves or greenery, because I don't need to. They are inside the vase, and they are going to overlap each other in this like way. And yeah, I feel like maybe here we have some greenery as well around the petals of the flowers, and we are going to overlap them with the flowers now, like in the second step or the later step, so it will be fine. And now I have a little bit of black, just black, and just need indications of like maybe black with my green together, just to enforce these kind of the stems, because I don't want to lose them completely, even with the leaves. Something like this. Can do a second layer on them with these stones, because like for example here it's a little bit streaky. I don't want that, so yeah, I can add those like this. Can add more green and black even up here. Something like this. So yeah, I can now clean my brush and move to the next step. So the next step, I want to start the process of my flowers, and I'm going to build them from like the outer side to the inside. I'm just going to add to indicate where the center of them is going to be, and at the beginning. So I have a little bit just of burnt sienna for this one, and it could be somewhere in this vicinity. Just dabbing it here, and the other one maybe it's like a little bit up here. Now I can go maybe a lighter tone for the other one. Maybe it's a little bit here, and the other one is somewhere in this vicinity in the middle. Something like this. It's like, because I still a little bit of my chalk, I can see where I did the cross at the beginning, so I can understand where the color is going to be. And I am using my number, of course, my number 6 round brush. So for the petals, I think we can start from behind and go like arrive to the front. So I will work on this one, then this one, and those are at the end. Maybe this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I want to start with this one because I feel like it will be covered by this one and this one. So yeah, and for this one I can start with my initial colors that I did, maybe with maybe a touch of burnt sienna to it, and I can just start by I want the petals of themselves to start, and I don't want the petals to go, for example, very big here. No, this is going to be mostly our flower, but I just want the tip of them to be a little bit bigger, so I can go like this. Maybe I have another one here, and I'm just putting my brush and brush it like this, and they can overlap. They have a little bit of oh, I just need it a little bit darker, sorry. Like this, they can overlap a little bit, it's fine. Something like this. And I can go inside. And of course we are going to fix the inside of them later. And as you see, they are going to be a little bit bigger from this side because we are seeing them from the side. Or they are a little bit tilted. And again, something like this. Like darker. Arriving here. That is good, I hope. Now I can go to my the color that I mixed initially, because now it will be a little bit here, the second, but it's too much, so I'm going to add I'm mixing a little bit with my yellow just to add the second layer. But the second layer, as you see, it's inside. It's inside the first one, and they are smaller, the petals. Something like this, coming from between to the something like this. getting rid of the shapes here, these. Something like this. As you see, we have different tones of like the petals themselves, but I still feel like I haven't done enough. So I'm adding the yellow with my white just to make another tone here. Something like this. Smaller petals. That is nice. Now I can go with some darkness and add some darkness here and there if I felt like it's too missing. Now I can clean my brush. I'm going to work on the center of them on the second step, on a later step, but now I can move here. And I'm going to use my dark pink with a touch of sienna. Together again, darker shade. And I can start the process. And it's coming from this side. And it's arriving here. And I'm going to make them overlap this one here. The first one, I mean. The first flower that we painted, which is great. Go out a little bit. Good. Now I can have my pink, just mixing it a little bit with my dark pink, magenta pink, and I can do those here. Maybe it's a little bit too dark. I'm adding a touch of white to it so I can see it. Yes. Like this. Now I can have only pink, my very strong pink. I can, it's not working. Maybe I can add a little bit of yellow to it just to make it lighter. I'm going to have some white over this pink. I want it to feel like a little bit pastel color. I feel like this, maybe. Yes, something like this. We can have them overlap here. To clean my brush, and I'm going to have just burnt sienna for these here. Maybe burnt sienna with a touch of black even for some of the petals here. But I don't want to see the lines that is coming from behind. Even blacker from here to indicate shadows from the other side here. Yes, that looks good. And I feel like here I am missing something, so I'm going to the pink and dark pink together with a touch of white to have those here bigger. Something like this. That looks good for now. Now I can clean my brush. I don't need to clean my brush because I need to work on the dark in the other one. So I can go darker, more burnt sienna, touch of black, and my original color that I did. And I can start the process of them from this side as well. maybe here, here. As you see, they are just arriving to the center. Something like this. Make it a little bit darker with a touch of black to my burnt sienna, because I feel like it's too, yeah. One tone here. I just want a touch of darkness inside. Something like this, that could work. Now I can go and clean my brush. I can have the lighter pink that I did again from here. I feel like it's too see-through for me, I don't know why. Just adding pink to my dark pink that I mixed, and I can just, yeah, like this, that is good. And I can do the second layer of these petals. And as you see, I am just using the tip of the brush to indicate where it's going to arrive, and I am sweeping it into the center. And I am keeping the outside or the other layer visible, so we can see some layers of that. Now I can go to my pastel pink that I did, and I can do a third layer without the moisture. I'm having too much moisture today. And we can do the third layer of them like this. Like that, maybe. Now I'm going to clean my brush again to work on the last one. And I'm trying to remember what I did. So the first one is a little bit of the burnt sienna with my original creamy color, just to make a darker shade. And we can do this, yes. And again, I want this to be in front of this one. This is why I did I did it first. We can go from the inside like this. It's good. Just the darker tone. Like this. Good. Now I can go clean my brush, and we can do the second layer with just maybe just Naples Yellow. And if I felt like, oh, I lost some of the layers here or there, we can always add more to them in the second, in another step. But at this point, like, it's fine. Maybe a little bit here. Now I can go with white and add with some yellow, just to make even smaller or paler here, paler petals here. Almost white. And even here, this one here, because I felt like, yeah, I cannot see them. Like this. That is good. Now I'm just going to add, like here, I feel like those are a little bit too orangey for me. I don't want to feel like it's orange, so I'm just adding a different tone to them, like here with some yellow. Now with the same color, I can start on the smaller one just to do a second coat of them. So I'm just going to add yellow, my Naples Yellow, and I can do something like this. Maybe this is here a little bit. Here, I don't know what these colors are supposed to be, but I don't care because they are smaller and they are out of focus, and I can add touch of white, maybe just to indicate that they are like catching light from somewhere. Now I can go to my other colors. I can do pink, just pink maybe. Here, adding these tones of pink. From this side, maybe a touch of white as well, just to indicate something interesting happening in them. Something like this. I can add a little bit of white and add touches of white to it, like this. And yeah, I feel like this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to finish the flowers. I dried the canvas in advance, and like for some of them, like this one here, I still feel like I am seeing the round shape, and I'm just going to fix all these kind of shapes and adding some layers to them, and again indicate where is the light, because my light source is up there, so that will help. So I'm starting with a little bit of white, maybe with a little bit of yellow, and I can start on this one. Maybe here we have some lighter tones like this happening from this side. Just to indicate the light. Now I can have some Naples Yellow with with raw Sienna, just to add some of these tones here to get rid of these marks that I had, the chalk marks if I still see them. Now I can get a little bit of burnt sienna just to add some shadows from this side, even on the petals that they are a little bit illuminated, that is fine, because it will indicate, oh, there is something behind them. Now I can have a touch of black maybe, just to have something like different of a tone here and there, like this, maybe like shadows or something like this. It doesn't need to be exact because I don't seek realism at this point. Not at this point in all my colors, on all my paintings, because I feel something impressionistic, something that indicate light, something that indicate where is my objects are going to be, and like I like impressionism. And now for me, this one feels complete. I can repeat that on this one because this one is a little, maybe just a little bit of black here, just because I see a little bit of the chalk marks. Now I can do this one here with the color that I did before, and I can start again with the light tones, so just white maybe, and I can, oh, here it's a little bit lighter up and down from that side, like this. I can add pinkish to it because it was too much. I can go to my like darker tones and I can fix this here. Can add some black, add some touches of black from this side as well, because I feel like I don't have darkness from this side. Again, my original pink, and I can build all these kind of petals again over the what I did before, just to indicate lightness and darkness, but keeping the white now only from this side. Even here, adding a small, I'm just using the tip of the brush with these type of strokes, and I'm looking at from behind, like here I feel like it needs some darkness beneath, so I'm just adding now a touch of black even here and there, because I feel like it doesn't have lots of darkness. Something like this looks really good. Maybe here there's just a little bit of maybe dark. What color here? Maybe just a little bit, you know, don't need some kind of a petal from this side here. That looks good. Sorry if I touched the canvas, the tripod. I always do that. Now I can clean my brush and I can move to this one here. And for this one, again, it's the same process. I'm going to do some kind of a lighter tone with white, maybe a touch of like light pink or the pastel pink that I did. And I can go from here, adding some of these tones to my smoocher, which is annoying, but we'll roll with it. Just adding some of these lightness up here, maybe here, a little bit, something like this. Now I can go with pink, the bubbly pink that I have, and I can have some tones of that here and there. Just add that, maybe the light pastel pink here. Now I can clean the brush, I can get a touch of black, and I want darkness here and there. The black is really helping at this point because it will indicate, oh, there are shadows and stuff like that. And the black is helping with to get rid of the chalk marks and stuff like that. I don't want to see the form that I did before, so I'm just adding some of the bubbly pink here and there now. I don't want to see the exact form that I did, but by building this in this way, I will get rid of it. Maybe just some, like the dark original one that I did, the color here. And maybe a little bit of it here, like this. Now I can go to the light color a little bit here. Yes, like this. That looks also good. A little bit of maybe white up here. Like this. And again, it's like hidden from this side, but we are going to fix that because we cannot see it very well. I'm going to clean my brush. I don't need pink to do the last flower. And as you see this flower, we can see it very well, like the oval shape, and I don't want to see that. So I'm going to start with the white, and the white can come from this side here, 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 up here. Can go to my just Naples Yellow, and I can do these petals here and here. I can get a little bit of black as we did before. You can have some black here and there, especially from down there here, but yeah. Now I can go with I don't want more black. I'm going to clean the brush, and I am having the original color maybe that we did for these petals with some burnt sienna, raw sienna, sorry, and we can again to my smoosher. I can have this here, just some darkness, and I can go to the original or to the Naples Yellow. Can add some white. I feel like I need more of the yellowish colors here and there, and if it feels too orangey, that is also fine, because these flowers come in different kind of tones and shapes and colors. So yeah, something like this. Now a little bit of white. Like this. Just adding a little bit of that shapes here, or the petals up, because I want to feel like it's be above this one. Maybe a touch of black, just to add some tones here and there, like this. Great. Now I can have even a touch of the original color with some burnt sienna. Maybe just burnt sienna. Let me check. Yes, the burnt sienna is good here as well. Something like this, maybe a touch of white with that color here, just to add more. Like the final touches of these flowers here, the final petals. Yes, like this. Just maybe white at the last petal here, the flower, like this. Yes, that looks really good. And I'm just going to have just a little bit of white with Naples Yellow. I want it a little bit paler. I can do touches, because I feel like I want it to feel like more yellow than orange. Here I'm just adding some petals, even here, like this. That looks really good. And yeah, I think this is everything for this step. For the next step, I want, while my flowers are drying, I'm going to work on my greenery. So I have my green and I have my light green. And as you see, my light green is really strong, but it's fine. I can add a touch of white to it to make it a little bit, maybe even a touch of black or something, just to make it a little bit lighter, or have a more natural tone to it, or pastelly or something like this. And I can add some like lines to indicate some light, because I don't want it to feel like one dimension. I can add it to the leaves that I did. I can add it here with just like touches of this color, and systematic, because I'm not concerned about what these shapes are, just adding greenery. And I can here, like, I can add for the stems themselves, and if it's too much, we will fix that, because I will add a second coat. I can add these here, maybe here it has touch of light, maybe here as well, maybe here, as again, like just unsystematic touches of just light green. Now I can go to my original dark green on my dirty brush, and I can do like a different shade of green all over again, like this one here. Maybe a touch of black with it to make it darker. Fill the gaps, like here I feel like, oh, we are going to see green, so I'm adding just green in the gaps between the petals or the flowers themselves. It doesn't need to be connected to anything. It could be connected to other things. But yeah, something like this, just to add volume also to the scenery itself, adding some light green here and there. I'm just tabbing in some places and I'm just doing some sweeps on other places depending about the motion, and it's just, again, it's not systematic, it's just something like this. I'm keeping that impressionistic and fun because I don't want even or to overwhelm myself with them. Maybe just a light green up here, just to have like different, not different, like different shades and something to indicate shadows and light. And yeah, for example, here this is too much. I'm just adding some lights. Now I'm going back to the lighter tones and add some of them here and there. Again, something like this. That looks really good. And that is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to finish the flowers, and it's just only now the center of them. So for this one, I'm just going with the color that I used for here, and I can add maybe even with a touch of white, and I can add touches like this just to indicate the center, and I'm tabbing it. And so it feels like textured, something like this. That is nice. And for the other one, I'm going with something darker, like burnt sienna maybe, or even the original color that I used for the pink ones, something like this. Just tapping it in the middle. Okay, clean my brush, and I can have some white to add like maybe texture or something like this up, and here as well. Maybe a touch of black to indicate some darkness from the side here. Just keep it three-dimensional, and again, I am not confusing myself with them. And I can do a final like layer of this the flowers. I'm just adding pink maybe here, just adding something a little bit darker here, like maybe small petals, or it has some kind of a shape or something around it, something like this, just to indicate that it's not flat. Maybe from this side as well, just bubble pink here with white at the same time, like this. That is nice. And for the other one, I can go maybe burnt sienna, rose sienna maybe, or the original color, and just add something like this here and there. Now I have white. I can do something like this. Yes, like this. Yeah. That is everything for this step. So the next step, I need to start the vase. And for the vase, it's a glass vase. So I need just to indicate the shape of it, technically, because less is more when we are doing glass, because it's going to be see-through and we are going to see everything. So I'm just using just watered down black color with my round brush, and I am going to do technically an outline for the glass here. And from the other side as well. And I'm trying to even make it like this. From this side, even down here. It's really a little bit harder from this side. Control. Even I can just tap it a little bit and I can diffuse this color that the line that I created, because I don't want exactly to feel like it's like a solid line, but just to indicate the shape of it. And again, it's see-through with some water on my brush, just to make this, because like just to make the line move a little bit. Yeah, like this. And from the other side as well. Adding this line and diffuse it. That will indicate the form of the vase while it's still wet. And again, if the line is too thick, that will indicate maybe the glass itself is a little bit thick and it has some kind of an edge to it or something. That is nice. Just adding this from both sides. Something like this. Now, again with my black, I need to do, because I feel like I lost it somehow. I just need to have the front here, and this is the in front of my the stems themselves and the flowers and everything that we had, but I still need to have it. It's here and even here, because here we can decide what is going to be what is the form of it. Is it going to be behind the object, or the leaves, I mean, or behind the vase or not? So something like this. And in the bottom, again, I need to find, just to make some kind of a round, an oval kind of a shape or something. And let me check. No, before I do that, I'm going to do my water line, and I can just do a line that is like similar to this one, but I want it to be above my my table. You can maybe come from here, and again it's a water line, so it will be an oval, like this. It doesn't need to be exact. It doesn't. Trying to keep it oval and straight, but and here again it will be behind my what we painted before, something like this. And from this side, the stems could be floating, and they could be just in the middle or touching the bottom. We can decide what we are going to do with them, but I'm not sure, because if I did it like here as I did initially, it will feel like too small, and they will feel like they are a little bit floating. But I can do them a little bit bigger, like this, maybe like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. So we're going to do this here, going behind, trying to keep it thin, but I couldn't, but it's fine. We'll do that later. It's fine. Now I'm going to clean my brush. I can have some white, because I need to do the reflections and the water and everything. But again, I'm still working on my glass, and my light is from that side, but it's like in the shadow. But maybe we have like a light source or something. It doesn't matter, but I need to do maybe with a watered down white color. Even if it's dirty white, it's fine. But I want to do this here, but it's above the line that I did before. something like this. And maybe it's like again from this side we can have something like this, even from like behind, and we can have all the reflection that we want. But I want to finish the water itself here. Can have something like this, just touches of it, of this white above and over the black, just to indicate the water. Like there is the water here. If it's too much, again we can just diffuse it with our hands, something like this. This is our water, and our water even can get all the colors from above. So I can get a little bit of green, and I can have some green in the water, like some kind of a ripple. I'm trying to keep everything in this like motion. I can have some Naples yellow here in the water, because like here we like it will reflect the colors. Maybe up here behind, maybe there is some yellow. I can have some pink tones. Maybe here we have pink in this color, like in this water. Maybe here as well. Like it's the water, it's behind the object, just rubbing it and keeping it fluid behind, in front of the stems. What colors also do we have? I don't need to overwhelm myself, but maybe just more Naples yellow, because I feel like I don't have that a lot. Can have some Naples yellow here, and white. I can add white, but that's it. But keep the black. If I lost the black, I feel like the black is the greatest thing here, because it will indicate the form and everything, and everything has a shadow. So yeah. Now I can continue with my white, and again I need some white for this side maybe of the vase. It's too much. Again we can get rid of that, maybe from this side as well. And I'm going to have a big reflection from this side. It's coming maybe up from here, and it's coming continue with the form of the vase, something like this. It's very nice. Again it's see-through, again that is perfect. And the reflection and the light, all that will indicate the form that we have. Maybe we have even like a smaller one here, just watered down white, just to indicate this beautiful reflection. Diffusing it, I don't want to have harsh edges even on the reflection. And even from the other side, but from the other side maybe the reflection is darker, so I can have maybe the dark pink maybe, and water down this color a little bit, and maybe we can have a small reflection here like this, and something else maybe here. And in the middle, and the down here, same thing. It could have like darker shades and darker reflections, and the glass that is like from the bottom of the vase itself. So we can have that. I can have some green maybe that is here coming. It's like the same thing that we did in the water up, but this is here the end of the glass. I can have some yellow. I can have that here, but this is too much. I can have just a touch of white to diffuse it. It's way too much. I'm just going to get rid of it a little bit, like this. Maybe a touch of white. Yeah. a touch of green from this side, like this. Maybe I can have just a teeny tiny touch of white here, and this side is too much for the reflection, and if it's too much I can add water just to over my brush, just to diffuse it a little bit and make it move on the canvas, something like this. That looks really nice. And as I said before, I don't want to overdo it, so I'm just going to keep it like this, and I think it's fine, it's fun, it's done. But I still see some of my chalk marks. I can get a little bit of black and water down black and get rid of that here and here. Keep the form of it. I don't want to lose the darkness, of course. Just the behind, I don't still like it. I feel like I need some white to it from the other side. Just adding this white from behind. You can see. And again, if it's too much, we can counter it with some black. Maybe I had to do this in the first when I did the initial layer of it, something like this, because the darkness was too much. Maybe there is some light and it's catching it from the other side. And yes, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I'm going to do a sketch for my strawberries. Some of them will be in front of the vase. This is why I didn't do it in the first place, or in the first step when I did everything, because I didn't want to confuse myself with them. But yeah, I can do the strawberries, and the strawberries are some kind of a heart shape or something like this, a little bit round. The first one is like here, it's coming here. This is the first strawberry, and it will have some kind of a greenery from this side, but I will add greenery separately. I'm not going to do a sketch for them with this like chalk. And then the other one is like here, and maybe we're seeing from the side or something. And the other one is like maybe here, and it's like coming like this. It's a little bit big and coming here. Maybe there is a little bit a smaller one here that we are seeing from this side, and I have maybe a little bit a one here that is coming here, and it's a little bit big, and like from this side, and maybe there is one here like this, and maybe I have one like here, and it's coming behind to this side, something like this. Now I was going to put my chalk on my water. Now I can get rid of that, and we can move to the next step. So the next step, I'm going to do the first layer on my strawberries, and as you see, I changed it. I didn't like this one because it was too close to the end of the canvas. So I just moved the last one from here and here to up here. And for the first layer, I'm going to use my Scarlet Red finally, and burnt sienna. So I'm just going to mix that. I want a darker red tone, something like this. I can do the first layer on them. Going to get rid of the chalk marks. Like this. Nice. I don't even need to do anything else now. I'm going to color everything in red, in this dark red, and I can do the details on them later, and the separation and everything. I love strawberries. Strawberries are, well, my favorite berries. And I love them, and I thought I want to paint them with this. What these flowers are called? Dahlias, I think they are called. My mom used to have them all over in her garden when I was little. I used to like them. They are beautiful. I am very bad with anything related to flowers and plants. I don't know their names and anything like that, but I thought I want to paint something related to spring today, and this is why I chose those. I was a little bit I didn't know if I want to add another elements to the flowers, and I thought strawberries are very related to spring, so I can do that. I can just add strawberries to my composition. And when I was little, I used to love, I still to love them till today, but when I was little, I used to love them so much. And yeah, my dad planted strawberries for me in the garden so I can have them every year. Like every year they will planted them for me, and they have this beautiful flowers, white flowers to them. And yeah, I just love strawberries. They are very fun and they are very appropriate for the spring. Now we are in April. Although it doesn't feel like April, it's always cloudy in Normandy here this year. But great. More rain and more clouds mean less allergies for me. And now I'm just going to dry the canvas and move to the next step. So the next step, I'm going to continue with my strawberries. I'm using red, the dark red that I used, maybe some white and yellow. The yellow will counter the pinkiness. If I added just white and red to the strawberries to add highlights, it will read pink, and I don't want that necessarily today, so maybe I counter that with a touch of yellow. So yeah, I will start by like strawberry by strawberry. This one here, it will be in front of this one, so I'm going to do this one first. And this one, it will be darker from this. Everything will be darker from this side and lighter up from the right. And I can go to do another coat with this darker side here. Even I can add a touch of black to it to indicate that it's in the shadow, because why not? Especially here under the other one. Now I can go to my red, only red, and I can just mix in this here with the red to get rid of the marks. Now I can get a little bit of white and yellow with red to indicate the... See, this is too pink for me. I'm going to counter that with yellow. It is still too pink, it's fine. Strawberries can get pinky, it's fine. Maybe this pink, this color is just too... Maybe just having red now over it. Yes. Mixing that inside the strawberries themselves. Now this one here is to be lighter from this side here. I can do the light or the light part, but still it's fine. I can go with red here inside and the darker red here. Mixing that together. Can get a touch of black to indicate the shadow from this side, the shadow from this side as well. It's funny, I got all these smaller brush and I didn't use them. I'm using this one today only. So now I can go to my dark red with a touch of black to do the one here, the shadow from this side. I'm going to do all the shadows now because that is easier. The one that is here, maybe here, even here, darker tones here as well from the other side, like this. just black. Now I can go to my dark red. I can do a second layer over them, even over the black. And it's see-through. I don't want it to be see-through from this side, so I'm going to do a second layer, as I said. And here as well, the red is streaky. We're doing the second layer, we'll fix that. And here as well. And if it's not too dark, I can add a touch of black and indicate more darkness. And counter that with my darker shade, darker tone of red. Now I can clean my brush because I don't want darkness, and I can go only with the red this side. Only the Scarlet Red now. Indicate these here. The Scarlet Red is really beautiful color. I love this shade so much. It's shade of red. And it's see-through. It will be really good to layer. And here as well. Something like this. Now I can go. I'm going to mix it with yellow to make a, yeah, like this. To do the highlight on every strawberry. This side as well. This, good. Now I can go to my small brush, number 0, it's fine, and I can get black, and I can just add seeds because this is strawberry, it's not tomato. So we can add all these points that indicate seeds with black, and I will do them with white as well, but start with black as for now. Just like this. Some of them is bigger than the other, it's fine. The seeds, I mean. We can add a touch of water to the paint just to make it fluid, to add these points. And yeah, it's just a process that is needed, but I need it's a little bit time consuming and a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Can't think about it as therapeutic, think about it as it's just something necessary that we need to do. Just a touch of white because it's not too fluid now. Yeah. Something like this. Now I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to get white to add seeds again over them, with them, just seeds. Don't do it, don't overdo it, just white. You can go gray if you want, but it's fine. Like this. Some of them is catching light. It's too much. Some of them is faint, some of them is like stronger. My back is starting to hurt from this position of painting because it's down. Like this. The white is nice. And they are starting to feel like strawberries now, and they are not tomatoes or plums or whatever, like other fruits. Now I can go back to my I'm going to go to my round brush, and I can mix again dark green, just black and green this time. And I can do the first layer of the leaves of them, something like this, on the tip of them. And it's just something impressionistic that will indicate leaves, but it doesn't need to be exact, just leaves here and there, maybe 3-4 like leaves, and down, because the strawberries always they have something down like on them, greenery. Maybe this one is here, it's a little bit big, so we can hide this section here. Maybe this one is here, one like this, and greenery down here is nice. This one is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, 4. This one is from here. Like this, get rid of the marks. And maybe this one is, we don't see it. I'm still seeing some chalk mark. I'm cleaning my brush very well and just adding water, and I can just get rid of them with the tip of my brush. Like this, here and there. If there are any kind of chalk marks, it will like disappear now. That is good. No more chalk marks. Now I can go to my just green from the tube. I can add some highlights here and there over these. Like petals. Something like this. Is nice. Can have it like this. We can tab it a little bit. Maybe this one here is like we are seeing something is from behind. Maybe we have some gray, like darker one from here. Because I don't like it. Here, maybe something like this. Now, even this one here. It doesn't matter. Now I'm going to have some white with the green to add even lighter, just white, lighter marks like here and there for the greenery. Something is catching light or something like this. That looks really nice. Yeah, this is everything for the strawberry. They look so delicious. So the next step, I want to add the shadows for our objects, and I'm using my small flat brush, and I'm just going to have some like darker tones, like maybe burnt sienna with black or something like this, and water, and I am tapping it because I don't want to have too much, and I can have like maybe more black. And maybe we can just add some the shadows of the strawberries here. So always like shadows. They're fun to paint. Here in the inside. Like this. And for the vase itself as well, it's maybe coming from here. Like this, just darkness with black. And the shadow is going away, the outside of the canvas. The shadows here is not too big because they are just the strawberries. Now I can have just black and even make the shadow even stronger here and here. And maybe here. Just black without the water. Diffuse it a little bit. Something like this. Maybe here as well. Maybe here. Maybe here to indicate some of the form of these objects. Something like this. Like the darkness. Some darkness inside as well. To get some shadows. I feel like I lost them when I added all the reflections. With just a touch of light here. Because maybe that it's like reflecting light or something, I don't know. Feel like a shadow of glass. That looks really nice. Here as well. Darkening the shadows, adding darkness in the inside. Even here under the leaves, like I don't want to see the original color because like here, something like this. That is nice. And yes, this is everything for this step. So that was the last step of our painting. I hope you enjoyed your time with me, and I hope you painted a beautiful vase with some strawberries for yourself, and I hope to see you again in another video. Bye everybody.